Hi ladies, welcome to Stampin' Gala and my weekly Wednesday broadcast. I hope that you like the projects today. I am using the it is called the Daffodil Daydreams bundle. There are lots of dies in this set that you can actually just stamp the images and then cut them out with a die, or you can actually build the daffodil with some of the other pieces in the die set. So I'm going to show you how to do both. So I hope that you like the projects today. I really like how they turned out. And I'm using this week polished pink. This is a in color, but this is not the one that is retiring. I'm also using the Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper. I absolutely love this paper. You can really step up your card with this or any project, scrapbook page or 3D item, whatever you're working on. You can step it up with some of this DSP because it has the gold metallic in it. It looks really nice. So we're making 2 cards today in this cute little treat box, and I just think it's adorable, and I'm going to show you how to make that. And the top just comes off, and you won't damage the flower that you made or the bow in any way because it's connected just to the lid. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me for the first time today, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. And if you're watching on replay, let us know that you're watching on replay. So let me show you something before we get started. As you guys know, I do a monthly subscription class, and it's called my Create a la carte. And this one this month is absolutely beautiful. You only have until the 15th of the month to subscribe. And this month we have 4 different greeting cards. This one I think is my favorite. And if you can see, it's a double layer of a wreath here that I created with some dies. And then we have some other really pretty cards as well. And this is in Gorgeous Grape and Pear Pizzazz. And then we also have a beautiful little box, but this box is a little bit different than the ones I normally make. And if you can see here, I even have this part doubled over. So anyway, this is just available until you can register for this until the 15th of the month. It's $42, and that includes shipping. It will include a whole package of the DSP and the subtles. It will also include a roll of this ribbon. You get, and that is, I believe, like $18.50 in product. Plus, you get the make and takes, and you get the PDF. You'll have plenty of extra DSP and ribbon to make other projects. So it's $42 and it includes shipping. So if you are interested, after the video, hop over to stampinggala.com, and at the top of the page there is a tab that is called Create a la carte. If you click on that and follow the links, you will you can find out how to register. Okay, so that is that. And then I do want to say that I am giving away a set of dies today, and they're the Messages dies, and they are going to Ella Jeremiah. So I believe I have your address, and I'll send this out to you for sharing my video. So if you would like to be in the drawing for next week, please make sure you share this video, and I'll make sure you're in the drawing. Okay, so this stamp set is the Daffodil Daydream, if that's the one you're talking about. If you're talking about this one, this is called Dahlia Days. Okay, so anyway, this is what we're working with today. And I am using the Thinking of You from Expressions in Friendship. And this is one of the hostess items, or you can use any stamp set you have, any sentiment that you like. And I was going to use this one, the Happy Birthday. You can always substitute. You just want to make sure the size is about the right size that you need. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So let me put some of this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I haven't done in the past, but I'm going to show you today. Okay, so let me grab this. Okay, so we're embossing today, as well as we're going to do a little bit of sponging of the back. I forgot what these are called. But anyway, I'll show you how to use them. Anyway, this is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So we're just going to fold that over, and this is polished pink. Next, we're going to take these pieces, and we have basic white. We're going to connect a piece of our DSP, and this is in the 2021 to 2023 DSP pack. So here's my glue. We're going to put this together. And I do have to tell you, ladies, I'm amazed at how the retreat in the fall is selling. It's going like crazy. And also, I have somebody joining us from Calgary, Alberta, Canada this time. And last time, I think we had like 15 states there. And I have a couple of more that said that they're coming. And somebody's coming all the way from California to Ohio. So anyway, all right. So now I have a piece of just our gold foil. I'm going to put this on there as well. That's funny, Nicole. Everybody tells me they need to make masculine cards, and it's not my thing, but I need to really focus on that. All right, so we're going to just attach this right here. And I'm getting it even with the white on the sides, and also I am putting it right on top of the pink, but not going over. Okay, does that make sense? So I am going to just trim this off a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Let me see. I'm going to trim it just a tiny bit here. I can see a tiny bit of the white. I don't like that. Oh. One more try. There we go. Got it that time. All right, so now it's even all the way around, and it's real crisp, sharp edges. So we're going to go ahead and put it on this. All right. Let me see. And I'll trim this off as well. So also my bingo is next week, and those will be going out as well. And you'll get those shortly. And the projects are adorable. If I have time at the end, I can show you them. They are so cute. I'll show you 2 of them. I'm going to keep one a secret. Okay, so I'm going to trim this off. My friend Andy is here helping me right now with some stuff. And Andy, when you get a second, can I have the first 2 cards? Yeah. Thanks. Okay, so we have this done, and we're going to put this on. Thank you so much. We're going to just attach this right here. Yes, you sure did, Ella. You won. Okay, so we're going to put this on. I'll show you guys the cards at the end for the bingo. They're so darn cute. Okay, so we have that. Now what we're going to do is take a piece of, this is the Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper. And I did use this last week, so you may have some of this already if you purchase this for my last time. And I have tons of it, so I want to use some of it up because in a few weeks, this is going to be discontinued. All right, so I pretty much centered it on here. So I hope it's centered well, just like that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this basic white, and I have some granny apple green here. So I forgot what these are called. Will somebody tell me what these are called?
What are they?
These things.
Oh.
They're in our catalog. And so I'm just using granny apple green. And what I'm going to do is just lightly, with a light hand, just kind of sponge this on. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, they're in the big catalog. Blending brush. Thank you. Somebody found it for me.
All right, cool.
Thanks, Ella. Okay, so see how I got that? So it's very light, but it adds so much to the card. So let me show you here. I did do one already, and I ran it through the Big Shot with the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. So we're going to put that right on here. And as you guys know, I like a very slim margin, so that's why I always trim it up afterwards. I cut it to the right size, but normally when I emboss, it will shrink the card stock just a little bit, and sometimes only one way, depending on the embossing folder. I'm glad you guys know what it's called, because I can't remember. Push this over a little bit, and then a little bit on this side. Okay, so this is how I like it, just like this. So we're going to put this on with dimensionals. Thought I had some handy. Aw, thanks, Ella. That's so sweet. Okay, so we're going to put this down, and this is going to be centered. Just like that. Okay, let me scoot it over a tiny bit. Okay, so now we're going to do some stamping. And which one are we using? We're using this one right here. We're going to ink it up with Smoky Slate. And I'm going to be using the small, the mini Stamp and Cut emboss machine today. And if you haven't heard, they are on sale right now for 20% off. So if you're interested, they're a great little machine just for crafting on the go, or if you have a small work area, they're perfect for that. Okay, so we're going to take polished pink. Nope, I'm not going to open. Just like that. And what I like to do is I just push on it and then open it up like that. And then I have enough there in the lid to work with. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get a little bit of water on here. You don't want to squeeze this really a whole lot. Thanks, Margaret. I'm glad you like them. All right, so I'm just going to, I need a little bit more. And I'm going to come back on this and add some darker, a little bit of more shading. They're quite easy. If you don't have these blender brushes, you want to, or aqua painters, you want to get them. They're so nice to work with. and very easy. I am also, this was stamped on shimmery white. You have to use, when you're watercoloring, you have to use shimmery white or watercolor paper. Otherwise, you won't get the nice results. Okay, so I'm going to go back and add a little bit of darker color. Okay. Just a little bit of shading. I did do them earlier with a little bit lighter, and I have to admit, I like the shading. I like it a little bit darker. It looks more vibrant. Okay, and I'm just going to add some in here. Okay, so far so good. And then you just want to clean off your brush. And I'm going to switch colors. And don't worry, this is all going to be cut out, so I'm not messing up my card. Okay, let me close this. Is that right, Peggy? Wait to use special. Oh, I couldn't even see that. Yes, you always use watercolor. And ours is called Fluid 100 watercolor paper. It's very nice. And then this one is called Shimmery White. And I like them both. The watercolor paper is just a little thicker than this one. This, I believe, is the same weight as our basic white. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of lines with darker, to add a little darker shading. Okay, so there you go. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'll show you the little mini machine. I'm going to use it to die cut this. So the die we're going to use is this one right here. It's going to go on right like this. Now, if you're not comfortable with just running it through the the die cutting machine, you can tape it with some washi tape. Now, look how cute this is. It folds up really easily. Is that adorable? And these are normally $60, but they're on sale right now for $48. So if you're interested in this, it's a great little machine. Okay, so you're going to use the number 1 plate, and they're labeled right here. So you're going to use the number 1, the number 2, and then we're going to put this on here. And I might have to stand up for this. Okay, that looks good. Let me see. And we're going to put this over top of it. And it did move. So I'm going to grab my washi tape. Nothing's worse than getting this all done and then you mess it up when you cut it. Okay, so that'll hold it in place. This little machine is so cute. Okay. All right, it came out perfectly. There you go. All right, so now what we're going to do is put this on here, right here, and it's going to go on with dimensionals. It is perfect to take to crafts. My craft room is in my basement, and sometimes I'll take it upstairs and just die cut in the kitchen. It's real lightweight. Oh, yes, it does cut watercolor paper. It'll cut cork and a number of different things. Okay, so this is going to go on right here. Let's scoot it over a little bit. Just like that. So far, so good. Now, we're going to stamp Thinking of You. And this is in Versamark. And the Thinking of You is from the, what is the name of that one? Expressions of Friends. All right, so we're going to stamp this. And sprinkle with embossing powder. It's funny, my friend Cindy said, I just don't like that bundle. I am not a fan. And so anyway, I texted her today and I said, I think I'm going to change your mind on this. So I haven't heard from her yet, but I think she'll like it. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take this die here, and it's in a different die set. And of course, I can't think of the name of the dies. I'll grab it for you, though. And I'm going to run it through the die cut machine just like that. And it comes out like this. So we're going to put this on right here. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. So this will go right here. And I'll just put a tiny bit of glue here to hold it down on this end, just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to show you a double bow with both the polished pink and also our Simply Elegant trim. But first of all, I have to cut this in half. And I'm going to cut about 15 inches, I think, will be good. I will have this on my blog tonight, so you'll be able to download the PDF. All of my the cards and projects that I do on Wednesdays on my Facebook or my YouTube Live, the PDFs are free. So if you just go to my blog at stampinggala.com, right at the top, there's a gallery. You can click on the gallery and find any project that I've made. And then if you click on that, it'll bring you to the original post. And if it's a Wednesday one, you can scroll down on that post and the PDF will be right there for you to download for free. Okay, so now I have this that I cut in half, and then I'm going to take the Simply Elegant trim. I'm just going to put them together. And then I'm just doubling it over like a figure 8. Okay, so let me show you again. I start with it in this direction, and I'm working with these 2 fingers, so I'm just doing a figure 8. All right, and then we're going to push them through here, and sometimes I have to do these 2 separate. It's easier, just like that. Okay, so I have them coming out the side here, and then I'm just going to tuck them under my thumb and bring it back out. There's one. There's the other. think I got it. Okay, so then I'll just separate them and we have a really pretty bow. You know what? I don't like how that looks. I'm going to redo that. I think I dropped one of them. It's curling on me. I'm having trouble with it right now. If I can't get it this time, we're going to do a single bow. There, I got it. Okay, so then this is going to go right here. Okay. And of course, it's really not right, but it's going to be right for now. So I'm going to take a glue dot. And put this right here. Okay. So here is the front of the card. And then we're going to do the inside. So I have two pieces here. Oops. I have two pieces of basic white. I have a piece of ribbon and a piece of DSP. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to take the ribbon and let me get, where's it at? Right here. I'm going to use my tear and tape. I'm just going to tear a couple of pieces off so I don't have to tear it when I need it. All right, I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm just going to put it around like this and tack it down like that. And then I'm going to take this side around and also hold this side down. All right, trim off the excess. All right, so there we go. And then I'm going to take my DSP and put that right across there. So I just have the top of the ribbon trim and it looks really pretty. You guys are funny. The cording is difficult to work with. I think I've made millions of bows in my time, so it just wouldn't cooperate today. Of course, when I'm not on camera, it does. No, it's not the stitched rectangles. I'll tell you in just a second. Let me just go. It's one with trees in it. Let me grab it. It's part of this die set. It's called Beautiful Trees. Okay. All right. So now we're going to put this together. And your first card will be done. Even though the bow's kind of ugly, I got to fix that afterwards. Actually, it's really ugly. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside. And I'm getting glue all over my hands today. All right. So here we go. I'm not going to show you this bow. I'm going to show you this one. This is your first project. All right. So there you go. Let me get something to wipe my hands off with. I have the diaper wipes on my desk. So, all right. So the next card we're going to do is this one right here. And hopefully I'll do the bow better on this one for you. I'm going to cut it longer. That's the problem. Okay. So let me get started with this one. All right. So this one is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then let me get the stuff out here. All right, so this time we're just going to, let me see, we're going to take the piece of DSP, and this is 3.5 by 3 3/4, and we're just going to center this on here. But if you want to make sure it's centered properly, I believe it needs to be at, there's a 3/4 of an inch on each side. So you can line it up with your grid paper, or also you can line it up with your score. Okay, so there we go. Let's see, looks pretty good. Just a little bit here that I need to trim off. Polished pink. Hey, Tina. All right, now this is going to go on another piece of basic white, just like that. I know you guys might think I'm crazy for layering pieces of basic white, but it truly does look nicer. Okay, let me trim this. I need to get my little eraser out because I have a little bit of glue there. And we used to sell these. Stampin' Up! Used to carry these, but they don't any longer. But you can get them actually at the Dollar Tree. So they're really cheap there. So anyway, we're going to put this on. Okay, so that's good. And let me just show you one more time how I did this. So we're going to take the Granny Apple Green and our blending brushes and just get some ink on here. And then I'm just going to lightly, with a light hand, add the color to the cardstock. Okay, and then once you have the color on there, what you're going to do is emboss it, and it comes out like this. Okay. So we're going to add a piece of cardstock on the back, and again, this is polished pink. I love this DSP too. It's so pretty. It's so elegant. It's my style. I like it. I like stepped up cards, really. Okay, so this is going to go on with dimensionals. And then we're going to do some stamp too. Have you all seen the gumball? I forgot what it's called, the gumball stamp set. What do you guys think of that? Do you like it? And I need to move this over a little bit. That's better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I have just a piece of basic white, and let me show you. We're going to stamp this little, I don't know what you'd call it, a trellis or something right here, and that's in Versamark and gold embossing powder, but I do trim it afterwards because I don't know about you, but this is kind of difficult to see what you're doing. So I'm going to just stamp it here, add some embossing powder. Okay, we're going to heat this. Okay, so why don't you trim this up a little bit. All right, and then we're going to trim down the side as well. Let me see if I can get this even. All right, so this is perfect. All right, so now we're going to actually do some stamping. And we're going to stamp the two different flowers on here. And we're going to use Smoky Slate again. I love the set, but I haven't seen too many things with it. So I just wonder if it's a favorite. Okay, so we have these two flowers. So we're going to do some quick watercoloring. All right. Oh, shoot, I got green in there. I'll come back and add the extra. I think you're all going to love the box when I get to that. Is it called Gumball Greetings? I think that's what it's called. Okay, so I'm going to go back again and add a little bit of shading. Forgot this part. Okay. Oh, you're so funny, Lynn. Trust me, it's nothing. All right, so we're going to do and the green I'm working with on the leaves here is not Granny Apple Green like I did the background. This is Pure Pizzazz. It seems so quiet downstairs right now. Okay, so let me go back and add a little bit. Thank you, Lynn. I do tend to go more of the elegant side. But I know a lot of people like cutesy too. I do cutesy once in a while. And when I do, it's funny, I seem to get a lot of orders that week. So maybe people like cutesy better. All right, so these two are done. All right, so we're going to pull back in the little machine here. And again, we're going to use the number 1 and the number 2. We're going to take this and I'll put this. Let me see if I can just put it on here and then throw it on. All right. Oh, it popped right out. Perfect. And then we're going to do the other one. So we're done with this die. I'm going to take the other die. Line this one up. So ladies, if you want these make and takes delivered to your home, just make sure you use this host code this week. And that is, that will get you the make and takes for free. I'll mail them right to your house. And I can't stamp the images. It's against Stampin' Up! Policy, but I can. Everything will be cut out for you. All right, so we're going to put this on about right here, and notice it goes off the page a little bit. So we're going to put this on with glue. Fatima, you're so sweet. Okay, and then I think I showed you guys this little trick before. I want to get glue under here and under here, so I don't want to lift it up. So I'm just going to make a little fishing pole thing and just touch it underneath, just like that. And it'll get enough glue on it to stick it down, and then down here. Okay. All right, so then we're going to take this one and just pop it up on dimensionals. And you guys get to see me do a bow again. Hopefully I can get it this time. Oh, you know what? On my last card, I forgot something. So I got to do that for you too. All right, so this is going to go on right here. And then our little trim that we did is going to go across here. And that's going to go on dimensionals on the ends. And we're just going to center it. Just like that. Oop. Not just like that. Okay. And these are so cute. These are the little polished dots. So we're going to put some of these on here. They're 2 different sizes and 2 different colors. They look like little raindrops or little water spots. They're so cute. Okay. Now we're going to try this bow again. This time I'm going to cut it longer so I won't have a hard time with it. And you know, usually off camera, I just cut this on my trimmer, actually. Cuts it right down the middle. I'm going to way overdo it this time. Okay, that'll be enough. So I'll cut this off here. I have enough for the last project too. So let me just put this right here. Better be long enough. I'm going to take my gold thread or gold trim here. And remember, I'm going to do a double bow. So I'm starting this way. And then I should be able to get it this time. I'm going to put this through and put first one through. Okay, so I have them both here. Now I'm gonna go under my thumb. There's one. And here, let me get the other. I got it. There. Now that's the bow. Okay? See how pretty that is? And you want to separate these two. And I actually will pull that through so they're kind of completely separated. And then I'll just trim them off a little bit. That one. Okay, so then this is going to go right here, just like that. All right, so we're going to use a glue dot. Put it right here. And put the bow on right there, okay? All right, so now we're going to stamp on the inside. I'm having a hard time with all this glue today. All right, so we're going to just stamp that little trim again, and we're going to do that in Versamark and gold embossing powder. I'm going to center it about right there. Add some gold embossing powder. And heat. All right, so we're going to put these two together. So it's just that little trim. When you heat emboss, sometimes it makes the paper kind of wavy. So you got to make sure that you get it sealed down well. All right, so we're going to put this on the inside of the card. All right, so here is your second project. All right, I hope you like these. Let me bring back that other one so I can put some of those little, they're called polished dots. One there. And these are clear, but this other one, they look kind of like a light pink or a champagne color. Okay, so there you go. There are these projects. I'm going to have to redo that bow after. All right, so we have those. Now the last project is this cute little box. Now in this box, I have one of these strawberry preserves. It is 1.5 ounces. I got this in Frankenmuth, a town just north of me. It has a It's like a touristy area, but you can find these online. Just get the 1.5 ounces. And this is by Lost Acres. All right. They have all different kinds. But anyway, here's the box. Isn't it so cute? So let me get the stuff here for it. Okay, so normally I do a double over box, but this time I'm not, only because I don't have 12 by 12 paper in this. So this is 6 by 6 and it's scored at 2 on all sides. All right, so I'm doing this one a little bit differently. So we're going to cut on the inside of this score line, and the same thing here on the inside of the score line. And what I actually do now is I cut out on the other side of the score line, so I have this little sliver of paper right here. Okay, same thing over here. I'm going to cut this score line out. All right, turn it around and do the same thing over here. Cutting the score line. Flip that up. All right, so can you see how that looks? So now on the corners, what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle them, all 4 corners. And I'm just cutting from corner to corner. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put glue here and pull this forward and line up the corners. Oops. Do you all remember the strawberry set from last year that's still in the catalog? I love it. I was going to use that tonight, but I thought I'd do this since it's still in. This is a new item, but I do have some plans for that strawberry set. All right, so there you go. And where's my strawberry? Oh, right here. All right, so as you can see, there's a little bit of room in here. So what I always do is put a little bit of the shredded paper in there. And I do have some here. Of course, it just went all over the floor. It just looks so much nicer, and it holds it in place a little bit better. And I like the shredder paper that's the crinkly kind, not the ones that's just crumbled up. Okay, so then this is the top, and this is 5 1/8 by 5 1/8, and it's scored at 3/4 and 1.5 inches on all sides. Now this is how I typically make the boxes that are doubled over. I love the strawberry set. Thanks, Jerry. They break all the time. All right, so then we're going to cut this up here. We're cutting out the 3 outside corners. And the one that's left, we turn it into a tab. So the corner here, the square here, here, and here are cut out. Okay, and then turn it over here. And one last side. Okay, so then all these longer tabs over here, we're just going to trim off a little bit to the first score mark, okay? Just go until the first score mark. That'll make the box fit together a little bit better. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Can you see that? All right, so now what we're going to do is put glue on the small tabs and bring that together. Oh, good, Mary. I'm glad. I hope you like the Create a la carte cards. Okay. Mary is on my team, and one of the perks for being on my team is you get all of my PDFs for free. The ones that people have to pay for, the classes to go and the Create a la carte, my team members get those for free. So if you're interested in joining a Stampin' Up! Team, whether you want to do it for your own hobby or business, I would love to have you on my team. Okay, so we're going to fold this over now. So now what I'm doing is putting glue here, folding it in. And I like to use my bone folder to crease it really well. Ella, you're funny. They're really easy once you understand the mechanics of it. Okay, so there you go. There's the box top, and this will fit on here just perfectly. See, just like that. All right, so we'll put the top on first. And we just have a piece of DSP and a piece of the gold foil. So we're putting these two together, getting them straight and even. This will go on top, and then we'll work on making the flower. And I think you'll like the flower. Margaret, I'm glad you like it. I hope that you think it is worth you get your value. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I cut a long strip of this DSP, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue right here across the bottom, and I am just going to lay this on here like that. Butt it right up to the bottom in the corner as well. Make sure it's right on the corner. And then you're just going to pinch it at the corner and then walk it around. Put some more glue there. Pinch it. My hands are full of glue. A little bit more. And finally, the last little bit. And then just trim it off. Okay, so we got that added on the bottom. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to build the flower, and I'll show you how to do that. We're also going to color it in with the blending brushes. First of all, this is the stem and a leaf, and they are just in this set right here. Let me show you. See, I did one of each and then the stem for the flower. So I already did one of them in the green. I'm going to take these and let me see. Did I do? I'm going to do Pure Pizzazz. I think that's the color I did, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just doing Pure Pizzazz, and you don't have to do the whole thing because I'm cutting a lot of it off the bottom. I think you're going to like this, how it goes together, though. Okay, so we have the 3 of those. Those are done. Now we're going to do the flowers. Let me close these up. All right, so we have this piece here and this one. Those 2 are going to go together. And then we have these 2, and we actually have a set of 2 of these. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to do this. We're using the polished pink, and what I'm going to do is the center of this, not the whole thing, leave some of it white. Same thing here. All right, and then this one right here, we're going to All right, and then these, we're just going to touch the sides a little bit and the tips. Tina, do you have this one? All right, so there we have that. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit on this one too. So that's done. All right, so we're going to put these together. So I'm taking these, and before I put any glue on it, I want to make sure I have it in the right orientation here. Yep, that's where it goes. So I'm going to fold this over, grab my glue and put a little bit of glue on here. It goes right on like that. It lines up perfectly. Okay, so it looks like that. All right, we're going to take the other one. Let me get the right side. Yep, that's where it goes. I don't think I did dimensionals, no. All right. Now I'm going to put glue right in the middle of this one. And put this off center, just like that. All right. Now this will go together here. I think I want a little more color on this one. All right, that's better. So I'm going to put this together. Just be sparing, use the glue sparingly. If anybody is joining late and they want me to show them the Create a la carte projects for this month, just let me know and I can do it at the end. And just remember, if you want these projects mailed to you, just place an order by Saturday using this host code. Okay, so I got this on. So now this is going to go on just like that. And I'm going to put this on with a dimensional. All right, so this will go on just like this. Isn't that so cute? All right, then I'm going to take these three. First of all, this one is going to go right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. And we're going to just stick this down right here. All right. Then I'm going to take these two and glue these together, just like that. Just a little bit of glue here. And then this one right on top of it, okay? So I'm going to put the glue on the back of here so that it, I don't have more glue than I need. So you want some of the stuff poking out of the top. Okay, so here is your flower. Isn't that pretty? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I'm going to find the side I want it on, and I'm going to put it right there. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of here. And you know, I can just do something like this. Cut this off. Oops. To make sure I get it where I want it. I can't even get the dimensional off my hand. I can put this on here, just right on the box. And I want it on the box top so that I can take the box, the top off and not destroy my project. So I'm going to put this right here, covering up those dimensionals. See what I mean? And then I'm just going to trim this right at the bottom. And so it doesn't flare out like that. I'm going to take this off a second and then just bend it down a little bit like that. And then it'll tend to just go in place where I want it. So now we're going to do one more bow, see if I can get this with my sticky hands, and then we'll be done. So if anybody wants to see the Create a la carte, I'll be happy to show you. Okay, so we're going to double this over, and hopefully I don't have a hard time with this. It's because of this, how it curls. Okay, and it doesn't help that my fingers are all sticky now with all the glue I used today. There. Okay, so we're going to put this I got it on the first try. Okay. So we'll trim this off. I'm going to add a little glue dot. And this is going to go right here. All right, so there is your last project. Which one do you like the best? Do you like the box the best or one of the cards? Let me show you. I got to hide that one. Oh, I got to add some of those things on there too. Let me grab those. So here are the projects. And we're going to put one of these, two of these on right here. Oop. And right here. It's sticking to me instead of the box. There. Okay, so here are your projects today. I hope you like them. So what did you think of the flower? It's really easy, and they're real fun to make. You can make them in any color, really. So if you place your order by Saturday, please make sure you use this so I get you the make and takes for free. So let me just show you real quickly the Create a la carte cards for this month. And anyone who subscribes by the 15th this is the kit that they will get. And it ships out on the 25th. So this is my favorite card in this set. And anyway, it's like a double layer of wreaths. And I created the wreath with different dice in the kit, in this die set. So that's one card. This is another. I just think they look very rich looking. A third card. And then this one is simpler, but it's so pretty. And then finally this box. And this box is a new design for me, and it's doubled over there. And it has a Godiva chocolates in here, and it matches perfectly, of course. So this is $42, and it includes a roll of this ribbon. It includes a whole package of DSP and some rhinestones, not a whole package, and the make and takes plus the PDF. So if you're interested, hop on over to my blog at stampinggala.com, click on Create a la carte at the top, and it will walk you through how you subscribe. You can, it's kind of like Paper Pumpkin on steroids, and you can drop anytime. You can cancel whenever you want. You don't have to stay subscribed forever. You can just do it for 1 month if you want to. So anyway, I want to thank you ladies for joining me tonight. It was a highlight of my week, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.